Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the Gulmahar textbook lesson 3 continuation, because we did this on 16/9/2020. So I'll have a recap for you. Where Tyne was living in a village. After that she went to a town, but she was not happy there because she loved to stay in mountains and wanted to hear wushu sound. So after that she just broke the rule. She entered into the army expeditions, and there she just continued as a boy. After a week they knew that, but they just encouraged her, and there she became a coordinator also, and she met Dr. Meety, Romeo Meety. He was promoting adventure sports in Arunachal Pradesh. So he became her mentor. So I told mentor means, here you are having meanings. A person who helps, teaches and advises someone regularly. So he just encouraged her to climb up the Mount Everest. So after months of preparation, so she reached the base camp in Nepal, and she was given training to climb the mountain. So here after that they were divided into 4 sections to climb the mountain, and her companion was Chering Sherpa, isn't it? So we have just seen up to here where she reached second camp, from base camp to second camp, and the weather had grown worse. So I'll continue here. You just start writing the date, today's date, 29/9/2020. 21. So here you can see, I will just continue. Listen carefully. Do you want to go ahead? Chering asked. Why she asked the question? Because the weather was worse. Okay. So she asked to Tyne. I don't think I will get another chance to do this, Tyne replied. She could hear the musical wushu growing louder and louder. So she told, I will not get the chance again. And she was hearing the wushu sound louder. It almost hypnotized her. See, hypnotized means affected her like a magic spell. So something magical if somebody does, so it will affect you. Same thing the hypnotize means. Okay, so it was hypnotizing her. Tyne and Chering somehow managed to reach their final camp. So somehow they managed to reach the final camp. Just as they were about to take rest, the stormy wind blew their tent and supplies away. When they reached the final camp, so their tent will be there, isn't it? Their tent was blue. It's a past tense of blow. So it was blue. And supplies. And what do you mean by supplies? You have seen in the first lesson also. Things like food, torches, first aid kit, and so on, carried by mountaineers to help them survive on their journey. So such things and all are called supplies. So all it went in the wind. So they were having nothing there. They had to spend the night in one borrowed tent, and when they set off for the final climb the next day, all Tyne and Chering had was a packet of noodles. So after that what they did, they borrowed a tent, means others' tent, and they just took rest at that night. The next day they just followed to move, and they were having only one packet of noodles. Let's share half of it, Chering suggested. So Chering suggested we'll take half. Okay, let's share half of it. Tyne nodded her head. Nodded means you will say yes, no? So when you move the head yes, that is called nodded. Tyne nodded her head, smiling determinedly. Determinedly means firm decision, means nothing doubt. Without any doubt, she also said yes. If we make it alive, we will eat the other half. So they took half of it and they just shared. And she was telling, if we make it alive means, here you can see, manage to finish the climb and return alive. If they are alive after climbing up, we will eat the other half. She told we will eat the other half if we will be alive. The higher they climbed, the stronger the wind grew. So when it is a height like this, if you're climbing up, so the wind also grew there. For every 2 steps they took, it sent them reeling back a step. If they are taking 2 steps like this, so they are coming back. Reeling back means, see, moving backwards very unsteadily. Not in control, they will come back. It shrieked and howled, whispering dread into their ears and urging them to return. So see these words. Shrieked means high pitched sound, and howled means a long cry. And here you can see whispering. Whispering means soft tone or voice. So like this, these words are there. So they are explaining and they are telling about the wind that is coming here. It shrieked and howled, whispering dread. Dread means, see here, great fear and uncertainty about what could happen. So they don't know what will happen. So it is whispering into their ears and urging them to return. Urging means trying to persuade or make something to do. Means by forcefully. Urging them to return. So the wind is not very clear and it is making them to come back. But Tyne could only hear the magical tune of Wushu. So this and all was not making her anything, but she is only listening to the Wushu sound from the mountains. So they pushed ahead fearlessly and continued to climb the top. Fearlessly means without fear. So they were going ahead, not moving back. So you can just turn the page number 28. Here is there one more paragraph. We'll just finish this. See there. Finally, at 10:45 a.m. So what time? 10:45 a.m. on 9 May 2011, Tyne's efforts were rewarded. So on this date, they finally reached the mountain. So she summited Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. The first woman from the northeast of India to have done so. So it is her achievement. She was the first woman from the northeast India. So to climb the highest mountain in the world. So summited means climbed to the top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain like this. You can see like this. Okay. So she had found her faraway mountain. So it is the lesson name, isn't it? Faraway mountain. And was one with the sound that had called her all her life. So she used to look the mountain from down and she achieved one day to reach the top of the mountain. So see here, it is written by Shikha Tripathi. She is one of India's most well-known travel writers. So who write about the travels and all. She spent most of her childhood in Binsa and writes about her travels to little-known places, the adventure she has had and the people she meets there. She also travels and she used to write the stories regarding that. And Shikha Tripathi is the writer of this lesson. So children, I will just send you the notes, question answers. You complete in your classwork. So by this lesson will be finished. We'll do the textbook mains later. But your attention here please, because I'm showing one more book. You will be having this book with you, Gulmohar Companion. Okay, Gulmohar Companion. So in this I want to tell you, in the page number 1, you are having one lesson, An Afternoon to Remember. An Afternoon to Remember. So this lesson, it is a short story, the companion book. See, only one page. So this lesson should be read carefully with you. So you should read the lesson, this one, and be prepared. In the online class, I will explain and I'll ask questions regarding this lesson from the companion textbook. Okay, children? So you read this lesson and you complete the notes in your English classwork for the lesson 3. Okay, take care. Bye.